We are ready for a war. Well, that's the roar from Venezuela as tension with the United States spiral into dangerous new territory. You know what's the story here? Let me help you with that. The United States Navy destroyers recently entered Caribbean waters near Venezuela. Washington says that it is just part of a security operation in that particular region. But Venezuela is not buying that explanation. Their president, Mr. Nicolás Maduro, sees this as an act of intimidation, a direct challenge to his government. So, how did Venezuela respond? With force. Their defense minister announced the deployment of warships, fighter jets, drones, and thousands of troops along the country's northern coastline. Interestingly, this particular operation has a name also: Relámpago del Catatumbo. Literally, the lightning of Catatumbo, named after Venezuela's famous lightning storm that never stopped flashing. A symbolic choice, right? Sending a message that Venezuela's defense will be constant, relentless, and fiery. This isn't just any military drill that we are talking about. This is a show of power. Venezuela is telling the world that we are not here to be bullied by the United States. Remember, relations between Washington and Caracas have been hostile for years now. The US does not recognize Maduro as a legitimate president, and they have also imposed crushing sanctions on Venezuela's oil industry, the country's economic lifeline. At the very same time, Washington openly supports the opposition leader, Guaido. Now, for Maduro, the arrival of the US destroyers feels like an extension of that political pressure into military intimidation. Now, let's talk about the stakes here. Venezuela has one of the world's largest proven oil reserves. Any instability over there directly impacts global energy market. In the meantime, the US accuses Caracas of allowing drug trafficking networks to thrive in the Caribbean, while Maduro accuses Washington of plotting regime change. Each side claims to be acting in the name of regional stability. So, what can be the result here? Well, a showdown that could drag in neighbors like Colombia, Brazil, and even the US allies in the Caribbean. And yes, here's another twist: Russia and China. Well, these both countries, both are Maduro's biggest backers. Moscow has already sent military advisors and equipment to Venezuela in the past, while Beijing has poured billions into Venezuelan oil projects. Now, if this particular standoff escalates, it could quickly turn into US-Venezuela fight, and that too proxies in the middle. So, what do we have here? We have US destroyers off the coast, Venezuelan warships and marines mobilized, drones buzzing the skies, oil politics simmering in the background, and a fiery president in Caracas that is declaring that he's ready for the war. So the big question is this just a game of muscle flexing, or this is going to escalate into something more dangerous? Because if sparks fly in the Caribbean, it won't just shake Venezuela and the US, it could shake the entire global energy and security order.